Okay. Hello, everybody. Before we get started, as always, I want to give a shout out to the lovely music we've been listening to during pre-stream here. This is Dreamer by Declan DP. You can find their information in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Thank you to Declan and everybody like them who makes it free to use our low-cost assets for us streamers so we can have better streams. Thank you very much. Hacha! Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever it is in your part of the world. I am Deuscain, your variety-type streamer for the day. And today, we are going to be returning to Tavern Talk, a new visual novel-style game, much like Coffee Talk and Valhalla, where you're serving up drinks. And also, in this one, quests as well. And yeah, it's a good time. I'm enjoying it a lot. Also, I said I was going to do this, and then I did it only for the one panel. I want to do it for this one too, so if I can get it working. I will put it here. Dear God, that looks awful. Don't like that part. But yeah, I got this new little thing that I found online. I think I saw it a little while ago. I just hadn't done anything with it. But it says when ad breaks are going to be starting. So we're going to try and run that. And see how well or poorly it works for us. It's definitely not sized properly for where it's going. But that's fine. Oh, goodness. I'm also debating getting rid of like a lot of like the sub goal things here because I just don't like these. They're a weird amount of like pressure. You know what? Let me fudge this a bit here. I want to play. How are you all doing? You having a good weekend? You having a good time? I hope so. Yeah, that's a big old black background. I know. Move you, who I locked for some reason, like a fool, up there, and then put it on top. And then... oh, come on. No, you're gonna be that jerk, huh? There we go. Okay. There we go. A little rough here. It looks a little bit better on the game one. Though I haven't actually tried it with the game in the background, but we'll see. But I hope you're all having a good weekend. I am doing all right. I was up a little late again last night. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop just staying up. Honestly, I think some of it's the Elden Ring. Elden Ring was a game that ate my time horribly when I first played it, and I believe it is repeating that process. And it is a brutal, brutal process. And bleh. I have finally started digging into the DLC as of like last night and this morning. I was spending a lot of time basically prepping for it. And so essentially what I was going for was like the smithing stone bell bearings, somber smithing stone bell bearings, the grave and ghost glovewort bell bearings, a couple of like really good accessories. Like I went and picked up the silver scarab because I'm like, I might as well. I honestly ought to go and get more death root because I would like to use more of the beastman incantations. And then I need to like scour through the capital to make sure that I get all of the items in Lanedale Capital City before I Ashen Capital the place, because I haven't done that yet. Because I think that only happens when you actually release the Rune of Death at the end of Crumbling Fire, Missoula. Which I'm most of the way through. Like, I can see the walkway I have to go through to proceed further, and I did a little bit of the next part, because I finished Alexander's quest, which was another big thing that I was there for. But I haven't progressed and done Malekith, which I don't really want to anyways. Not until I've like dotted all my I's and crossed all my T's. But I am digging into a little bit of the DLC content. Let me actually look up here what I've done, because I don't exactly have like a checklist, but I remember places. So I've first of all, I am not doing it blind. I am using guides and stuff because fuck this game. This game is mean. It has always been mean. So I'm definitely not going in blind. I did the Ballarat jail on the Gravesite Plains. I was able to defeat the knight in the Western Nameless Mausoleum, so I've got some of his stuff. And then I just did Ballarat Tower Settlement. I just did that this morning. So I did beat the Divine Beast. So that was good. I forget where I'm supposed to go next. I think it's Castle Ennis.
Yes.
I think Castle Ennis is Rolana, yeah. So, but I've already been up to a lot of the stuff in that area. Yeah, I've seen a number of these places. Oh. Ralva, the Great Red Bear. Oh, I am not looking forward to that fight. It's a giant-ass red rune bear. What does it give you? You can summon Spirit Ashes. That's useful. Drops the Pelt of Ralva. It's a hat. Iron Rivet set enhances incantations of Bear Communion by 15%. Yay. I don't want to fight a giant red rune bear. Anyway, I also did take down my furnace, my first furnace golem, which I'm happy about that. I took down the one in the Gravesite Plains. So, the big, very obvious boss that's there, I took out. And... Alright. What the heck is this? Where's this place? Oh, well, I can't get there yet. Anyway, sorry, I'm being a bit distractible again. Mostly feeling rested, but yeah, so I've just like dipped my toe in with exploration, item acquisition, and like some of the very early dungeons and stuff. I do have a very high Scotty Tree Fragment level. I'm at like level 8 for Scotty Tree Fragments, and I'm at level, I think I just hit level 6 for the Ash upgrades. So like my Spirit Ashes are pretty strong. I'm using decent ones. I'm using the Great Shields because they're actually pretty good at tanking. So I'm just kind of sitting back with the Blasphemous Blade and letting fire with those. So it'll help a lot. And I'm not running a build where something like the Mimic Tier is going to be the optimal use case. I do have it. I did run through Nokron for that. I have to do it anyways for the Great Shields, but the Great Shields are so good as long as you're not dealing with just massive AoEs, which sometimes you are, and they just die. They are very good physical counters, not magical counters or AoEs. They suck for both of those. But yeah, I've got a bunch of things to try and do.
Yes.
What we got here? So yeah, I've got a ton of stuff to do, and I am finally dipping my toe in. The expansion kind of makes me a little feared, I think. It makes me a little scared. Because I caught myself last night, like, going and doing all of the Knight's Cavalry, which I had, like, open for something I was doing, like, a while back, and I just keep reopening my tabs again. And for whatever reason last night, I'm like, you know what? I might as well finish all the Knight's Cavalry. Like, I only have, like, 3 left. Or 4 left. Something like that. And I did. I took them out. Who did I have left? Because I had Northern Caelid. I think I had Southern Caelid. I had Altus Plateau. I had the Forbidden Lands, and then I had the Consecrated Snowfield, the double fight. I think I did the ones in Liurnia. Both ones in Liurnia. The one in Limgrave and the one on the Whipping Peninsula. I think I thought I had done the ones in Caelid. Or at least one of the ones, but no, apparently not. But I am almost at 60 Vigor. I have been occasionally leveling up other things. I am mostly a strength face build. Strength is like 45, I want to say. Faith is 32, because I needed that for a specific spell I wanted to cast. And then I am at 58 Vigor, I think. 58 or 57. I'm very, very close. So, I'm going to hit 60 Vigor, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to invest in next. I keep running into problems with endurance, so I might be focusing more on trying to level that for the short-term future. But we'll see. But for the time being, I am enjoying it. It is, again, it is a beautiful game. It is very pretty. I look forward to being able to talk about it without having to like avoid spoilers, because it's still very new. Like, it's a week into the expansion. Or not expansion, a week into the DLC. So a lot of people haven't finished it yet. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody that hasn't. But it's good. I'm enjoying it. It's nice new stuff. It's new toys to play with. And Elden Ring kind of needed a little bit of that. So I also have some tea here I've been letting brew. So I am going to go and take care of that for a moment here. But other than that going on, there's the Steam Summer Sale, which I've been dabbling at a little bit. Haven't found anything too amazing as a sale. Because I did one round of purchases right when it first happened, and it was like 2 games I definitely can't play on stream and like a visual novel. Which I'm having a bit of fun like choosing that stuff, and then I currently have 2 things in my cart based on people's recommendations, which is the thing that I saw some people doing. I'm like, yeah, you know what, this will be a cool thing to do for the Steam Summer Sale. So I might join in some people with some recommendations. But they recommended a couple things, one of which was Toem, which I'm gonna pick up. It's a like black and white photography game. And then Lunar Lux is a dev that I follow on Twitter, and that they put out a game. I hadn't picked it up yet. It's very reminiscent of like Mega Man Battle Network. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to pick it up because it's like $10. And I was looking a little bit at my wish list before. There's a lot of, like, I think either this last winter sale or maybe even the last summer sale, I picked up like Persona 5, and I have never touched it. So there's a degree now where I'm like, I have so many games, I don't need anything more. So unless I am exceedingly excited about something, I don't really want to pick it up, or unless it's like extremely cheap, which is part of why I'm picking up Toem, because it's like less than $5. But if it's like $30 or $40 on sale, like top of my wish list right now that for discount on sale is Baldur's Gate 3. It's still $47.99, and I'm like, do I really want to pay $47.99 for Baldur's Gate 3? I mean, it's a good bargain, but not really. Below that is Disgaea 7, Vows of the Virtueless. I'd love to play Disgaea 7, but I'm probably not going to do that. Then it's like 2 early access games, visual novel Choose Your Own Adventure one. That is actually got a good price. It's $6.99. But then I've got like a side scroller hack and slash type of game. I've got cyberpunk visual novel that seems good. Bunch of Persona stuff. It Takes Two. Now, there's a bunch of really good games here, like Cuphead's on my list, Eastward's on my list, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits is on my list. All fantastic games that I'm like, I already have so many, and I don't have time to play them all. So like, what's the point of buying more? Which Steam, I don't think will be happy to hear that. But yeah, like looking at my list of stuff here, like there's nothing that really stands out as like I must buy this right now. Oh my god, I can't believe it's on sale, because I've effectively bought all those games already. And even the ones that I bought privately, like I don't know when I'm gonna play them. I just bought them because they were really cheap. Like I think I spent less than 20 for the ones that I bought earlier. This one was a bundle, right? Yeah, the bundle was 2 games, both of which about $10 for 10% off. So the bundle is like, yeah, it's really simple. So it's like, yeah, that's what I would recommend to, like, I don't know. I'd probably recommend games that I've already got, which is kind of what you're supposed to do with the recommendation things. But I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, like one game. Well, like here's a recommendation I saw somebody give. Was Slay the Princess. Great game from everything I've heard. I don't have it yet, but I'm not getting it because I had heard that they were going to be releasing like a newer version with different endings and stuff and more content. So I'm like, well, I might as well just play that. Why wouldn't I play that over basically anything else? So, yeah. Oh, hey, a little Witch in the Wisconsin update. Nice. Oh, yeah, what would I put as recommendations? Got a bunch of not Helldivers too. What's Hollow Knight at? Hollow Knight got a sale. Hollow Knight is 50% off. With the Gods and Nightmare DLC, it is 60%. Oh my god, Gods and Nightmares, it's $5.98. That is a criminal price for. Oh, that's with the soundtracks. That's the soundtracks. Okay, so the base game is really just 7 something. Yeah, no, that's a great deal. Is Chained Echoes on sale? Chained Echoes is on sale. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah, so this is always the fun time of year when there's lots of good new games coming out. Or not lots of good new. Well, I mean, there are good new games coming out, but also everybody's really excited about new game deals and bundles and bargains and things like that. So may everybody who is hoping for a good Steam wishlist thing receive what they want. And I will have to dig a little bit and make some recommendations. I'll try and do what I saw other people do, which was 3. I will try and find 3 to recommend. And I will open up my bookmarks and tag that there. So, yeah. I'll load that up. I'll try to do that later today. That seems like a really good idea. So, yeah. But we have done our usual 20 minutes of pre-stream prep time, so let's get the game booted up and hop on in. And Yeah, see, there's got that smooth stuff again, and I don't like that. Alright. So we're gonna unlock you. Wait, what the heck is also unlocked? Oh, that was alerts. I unlocked alerts. Kinda want it, like, up in the corner here, and I'm gonna put another black background underneath it, too. So, one sec. Darn, that still has a little bit on the side there. Oh, so when it's exactly 3 minutes, it doesn't... that's not great, but... it's not terrible. Do that. And then that. And lock them both. Maybe even bundle them together. That's probably a good idea. But if anybody's curious how to make one of these little ad timers, I did quote retweet it on Twitter. I will have to share that again. On probably my Discord, which I'm mentioning things that I should probably mention more. But yes, I do have a Discord. It is a growing community that we are trying to build. So I've got a bunch of stuff there. Got some cool people hanging out. And I also a place to catch updates for my YouTube channel. And I need to add like a Twitch channel, not Twitch, Twitter channel there. So if you want to get notifications, you can always ring that bell, or what is it on Twitch? Is it a bell? It might be a bell. No, I actually forgot to post the... Here's how I'm doing today. I usually post when I'm going live that I have gone live. And I whoopsie-foopsied today. So we shall see. We shall see. Oh, hey, Labs is playing. Good for her. She's doing more Armored Core. Fantastic. You know what? I'm going to give a shout out. I spelled it wrong. 2 L's. There they are. So they're playing some Armored Core. Good streamer. Very nice bean. And then I was tweeting. Yes, I was tweeting. And in attempting to copy her name so that in case I messed it up again, I have removed from my clipboard the last thing I grabbed, which is my link. Alright. Okay. So we've got 2 saves. We've got the auto save, and then 2 minutes later for the Starlight Sonata. We'll go to the auto save. Starlight Sonata, 60th of Wake, which Wake appears to be part of their system of, like, timekeeping. So, good to know. Ooh, new person. Hey, Inkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. It's true, I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do. I'm not doing the voices. Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in my capabilities, my mind, and wits. Of course. So what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Frosted Lagoon. Frosted Lagoon. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed, anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But you know what I'm most excited about? The nymphs? No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. That'd be Fable's reason. You're so right. If you happen to need a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year when mornings are a bit chilly. And the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet! I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean fauna is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing from apart being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. Blah blah. I can't talk today. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I guess you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, obviously I can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Innkeep. See you soon. Okay. So hints at things to come. Oh, that was just a very short day. Did Fable go on a quest again? I'm trying to remember. I know the... Who were they? Good evening, Fable. One moment, please. People. Zephyr took a quest. And their quest was to go and... Oh, right. Carolyn is doing the Wyvern quest. And the Lost Cape is what Zephyr's doing. Right. I remember now. Oh, I can't just exit out of that. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? They did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. I told them about Carolyn's quest and the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that. She told me before she left. In case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course! We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows about their reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that, too. Can't wait to learn about sea mirrors, echoes, and distorts in the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So well... What is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Ah, no wonder you're so nervous. Or rather, that Carolyn was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves? Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh! What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologers told us myths about the stars and their twin reflections, I imagined it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Aw, that's cute. It does look a bit like a Little Dipper. Using a lot of imagination. Who knows? Maybe there's a world out there with this exact configuration of stars in the night sky. There might be. Maybe the Little Dipper is a part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming up something now. Most likely. Why are you laughing like that? No reason. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? The astral sea. Really? That's surprising. Then again, you do help people change, just like Cassiopeia. You'll have to give me your birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jackjaw. Are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink, please. I've figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drinks... Not sure how to make those just yet, especially those with the right balance. I'll also have to make the rounds around the grove later. So could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? You think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Thank you. One moment. Awake and agile. And a swift strike. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break. Maybe stay a while before heading back? That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Greetings, innkeeper. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways have formed themselves around your establishment, with winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding in them. Like a vampire? What is this music? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it into the menu yet? No. Shame, then I'll have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. He wanted a red drink, doesn't he? Yeah, Southern Brawler. It's one of those. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. Anything that would make me happy would be drinking lovingly tilted. Would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. Surprise and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon and you and your cape will be reunited. Just realizing I have no idea where my phone is. Oh, it's over there charging. That's fine. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was also going to take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught fire, and my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. I couldn't find her anywhere, so I felt lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I liked them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone, but he said if I had tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes! They tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would never agree to that. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my Pascal recipe? Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me? He asked me about you. Me? Yes, he said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeeper has found in his house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. I gotta remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I hear many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. Found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear and a tiny raincoat. A crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea. It's a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Our friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself, to celebrate the dawning of the new month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for such a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how she'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe a little less lonely. What about you? Fable, not this one. Fable, not this one. You sit there and you have your drink and you shut the fuck up, Fable. Not this one. I like the way I am, so I won't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change must always come to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. And that sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you. As sweet as my blood. And I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There's nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. And that makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I also forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said... What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now is the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic? Long dwelling on the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks, doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but... Oh, Fable. I see it too. Plum crepes and spooky armor. Ah, what is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful! They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Spark along! Kyle, someone's attacking the city. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Act 2, Starlight Sonata, Picking Up the Pieces. Part 5, Picking Up the Pieces, the first of the Astral Moon. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all of those little repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. That way whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. The sunny breeze. What is that? Oh, it's a charisma drink. So they unlock as you play through. So it's not like Coffee Talk where you have to find them. I think that sounds like a good plan. Oh, hey, you're cute. Innkeeper? Jade? Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings? Remind me again who started that whole brawl? No clue, actually. Ooh, thanks. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? I wanted to chat about it, maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times after all, although I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. That's interesting. She's got, like... Are those golem parts? Or is she, like, partially undead? It's some Thunder Sage. Found it in one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. And yeah, she's got it with her fingers, too. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess I would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. I don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old... spark? Ish. And that's at least something. Ooh, there's a good music in this scene. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, though. Because it looks like it's drowning me out. And that's something, at least. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Thank you. Now, I'd actually like to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that'll quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. Swift strike. No actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. That's what you can call a drink. Maybe you have gotten on so much in years after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip for my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in the Saye Plains. A sandworm has been terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants in the edge of the plain. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes they, gotta eat. You know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Lucky it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics pretending to be part of the local fauna, and... snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford from one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford, the seaport? Yeah. Always considered a rather calm area. Oh wait, was that me? He always considered it a rather calm area. It was. It still is. Sometimes at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list and cash out. There was no real challenge though, so I didn't pick up anything. Other than a few hush whispers of the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you. I'm not a welfare association. Oh, we are on our ad break. What do we have for quest notes here? Yes, I don't have enough for any quest. Huh. Yeah, and they're all the same, like, pattern, so you'll know when you have all the pieces. Interesting. I'm actually going to tap BRB and go get a quick snack while we wait out this ad break. I'll be back in just a sec. So some mages familiar went missing. Does Jade want to do it? She's not a welfare association. Like, what can I do about... What do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing about the undead on the other side of the country than my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here, and naturally I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. Must you be so rude? It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean, the shooting stars? Oh, hey, look at you, cutie. Shooting stars, it's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink, please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses? I have to be equipped for every possible situation at this kind of morning. Coming right up. Please enjoy. Like dragon scales. Sturdy, strong, flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it's left on the rest of this country. I mean, if some stars managed to affect not only the tavern, but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No, thank you. I'm closing early for today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else could it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia helped me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is... Oh, that's an elf name. Alithia Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those that cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. Paladin. I am very much aware of when something's wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. Now, trust me when I tell you this was more than your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What exactly? I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually I reside in the Aperture. There's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her, and take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. Hi, Perry. How are you doing today? It's the theological term for it. So what just happened is, we find out we've got a mysterious pass for our innkeeper. Ah! A real Choco Star. Ready with a party of 8. Thank you so much. Hi, Raiders. What were you playing? Dokupon Kingdom Connect. Oh, Dokupon. I was watching a podcast this week of some guy that got introduced to Dokupon for the very first time. Oh no, it's a butt-shaking raid. Oh no, there's cake. Don't worry. I have plenty of tea to go with your cake. But thank you very much for the raid. If you need to raid and run, don't worry about it. Take care of yourself. Do what you gotta do. But you are welcome to stay. We are playing Tavern Talk today, which is a visual novel that came out just earlier this month, so it's pretty new. I played the demo of it on stream a couple weeks back. Did Dokupon for charity. Nice. Oh, are you part of that big charity event that I hear is going on this weekend? How am I? I'm doing pretty good. I'm always a little sleepy, because I often am these days, but I'm just relaxing with a nice chill visual novel until literally a meteor shower happened, and it might be caused by somebody we knew, and yeah, it's a whole thing. And it literally happened last evening in the game, so we're processing now. Yeah, so okay, so you are doing it as part of the event. Nice. I hope the charity stream's going well for everybody. I debated joining that one, but I'm like, I'm too small of a VTuber. I'm a little itty bitty VTuber, and I'm not big enough to play. So I talked myself out of it, and I shouldn't do that, but I did. I need to figure out how to pronounce her name. Alethea? Alethea? Alethea seems alright. Turtle's hiding there, though. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when all the hairs in your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, Innkeep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. Ariel failed us. I wasted 700 points and others wasted even more. We redeemed 23 hydration and she only took one big sip. Ah. Your chat also likes to participate in the canon event of bullying the streamer. I participate as a viewer in another streamer's chat, which is exactly why my hydrate redeems have a cooldown timer. You'll be lurking while doing stuff. Take care of my dumbasses. I will do my best. I wish you good luck with doing your stuff and with your lurking. Much appreciated. Take care. They want me to drown. No, they want you to piss yourself on stream, unfortunately. I'm the biggest dumbass here. Can Raccoon, I might have to challenge you on that. I am phenomenally stupid at times, but usually I'm pretty good. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart figuring out what happened. I like her design because she's very much a paladin and she comes across very elvish, but she has scales on her face and those like draconic eyes. It's very cool. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you and your tavern. Ah, Can Raccoon, thank you for the follow. Playing Celeste, dying too many times. Don't you die a lot in Celeste? Is that the one I'm thinking of where it's like a puzzle game? Like a side-scrolling puzzle game where you just kind of splat against the walls all the time? If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did. Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. So hoping to find some clues to at least help me to start my investigation. Well, they can ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I'll do what I can. What I do best. Aid those in need. tell you this, I died 37,135 times in one save in this game. Okay, you know what? That is a little bit impressive. And perhaps I'll find more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There'll be a time when you do ask for help, and then you'll be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, innkeeper. Yes, Alethea? I'll help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all of this when I return. Alright, so I've got a character sheet for her. Righteous devotee of the dragon Cassiopeia. The fact that she lets everybody know. Very eager and ambitious to save people and protect the world from falling stars and the like. She's a Seraphkin. And she's a cleric, not a paladin. You're in Chapter 1 C side, finished all 8 B sides and all 8 A sides the main game. Got 2 golden strawberries, no death strawberries. Oh, nice. And then Jade is a Maida? 32, she, her, bounty hunter, chaotic good, Arcana is the Emperor, high priestess for her, lawful good, makes sense. Chaotic good, it's all good and neutral. Zephyr's a good boy. Oh, good he, they. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all this when I return. Yeah, I read that line already. Oh, come on, Jade. I can tell when you've got thoughts. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in a time of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, it's like she said, the literal stars fell from the literal sky. Yeah, that's a little odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid. You work to get paid. They just get paid without working. I wouldn't say they aren't working. And what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Ha! Wishful thinking. Oh, hello, Golem Boy? Heyo! Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? You're like a monk or something. And that's just a standard greeting, but you couldn't cover any more, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me and give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Ayo, bro. Cringe fail. Didn't you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, exact. Wait, what? What even are you? Jade, you? Iniko. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer if no one stole anything. Drake's. Got it. Can I have a drink then, if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery. That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. only thing I have for that is a Swift Strike. Oh. Come on. No worms, but perhaps it'll still suit your tastes. Oh, wow. This is great. Amazing, even. Where'd you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that. I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey! Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Wait, why does his... I just noticed that his fingers are all cats. Who is this guy? Like, he's a golem with broken pieces, but his fingers are all cats. And yeah, he has a living, like, rat as a scarf. Oh, an Avalonian? Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. Made it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing over there for me. Everyone's the same. You think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah. I mean, not really. But I can go here anywhere I like, and barely anyone knows me. Theft, identity fraud. Beep. It's all goody-goody with me because I can be someone else's tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling then? Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So, what brings you here, Iniko? This and that, you know? Then it seemed like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by that giant hog in your front yard. Thought I'd come in and say hi. And that would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts, I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern innkeeper? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... Boom! Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Remember unlocked glass shards. Man, I have a ton of quests here. Nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Me neither. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The Aether Tree won't tumble just because some stars fell out of the sky. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. Didn't get my hands dirty. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Well, I haven't bothered. There's always someone who fixes everything. And if it's not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. Just finished Chapter 1 Seaside. Congratulations, Raccoon. Which means it isn't a problem. Exactly. I know Jade's a mercenary, but say, Iniko, aren't you exactly... You aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either. It only took you 350 deaths. Yeah. Ugh, no way. Their self-righteous and self-sacrificial hero complexes aren't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Normally it's like 1,000 deaths. Yeah. Reminds me of a group I met last week in Ereva. They were nice, but too nice, you know? Exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen. Didn't care. But I was nice to them, Yano. Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full on robes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending something bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh. Why him? I don't know. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Oh, right. Sorry. Mythology isn't my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. Checks out. Known Jade for years, but it's good to see she's back in the area. She's not the person you have to ever worry about it. She's strong, independent, always looking to a new gig to make a living. A little empathy wouldn't hurt her, but that's probably too much to ask for her. Originally for Avalon, Iniko is now vibing on Gaia, probably because people here aren't used to the trickery of changelings yet. They're always looking for a new victim to fool and don't take anything seriously. The thing on their shoulder is called Corey, short for corruption, obviously. Age unknown, they, them, Monk Avalon. Checks out. So Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about start of something terrible, tattered wings tainting the gilded sea in dark shades of misery, leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dowell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford, although the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. You also read that from Celius. Whoa! Seemed the guy was a real psychic. I guess divination magic can be a powerful tool. Four deaths per minute. Versus 124 deaths per minute. The tea leaves said, the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nested between the peaks of Dowell. Dowell? So it really could be true. What? Sounds like whatever happened in Dowell was the reason the stars fell from the sky that night. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless sky. The wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zoford. It happened just a few days ago. Oh, so that's how you're connecting it all together. Alright, so I do have a quest here. How else? No idea. I thought he was just babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Oh, deaths per hour, right. I see. I was wrong. Yeah, 124 deaths per minute would be impressive. That's actually impossibly impressive. Goodness. Apparently my brain is a bit of a fog today. That adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along to fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they're just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and just bragging about it. Thinking I'd stop them. Lol. Enough of your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'm gonna go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeep. Indeed, Inigo. Have you ever thought what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why would you worry so much? You have your tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I like to listen to stories and gather rumors to make quests. I get it. Sounds like the blurb on the back of some page turner. Oh my god, he changed his fingers to be the world's tiniest violin. Okay, that's a cute effect. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Well, then it's good we aren't all the same. Although, I could technically be anyone, even you. Don't. Drakes, I'm kidding. Didn't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't. Cool, I'm off. See if I can snatch some coins off the street. Good luck. Don't need any, Keep. New quest. Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. The beautiful yet disastrous starfall left Zenith in shambles. The city and surrounding farmlands are destroyed and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower would leave an entire night sky empty. So exactly what happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Whatever it may be, it's just said that a fragment of this calamity can be traced back to Dawol, an island in the south of Fessoa. End of the day. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Part 6, A New Dawn. Second of the Astral Moon. Keep. Rhea? You got any new lines for me? Perhaps, but only trade them for new ones of your own. Huh. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Want to tell me about that? No. I get it, you need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to ward off your questions. I'll go check if I serve that. There we go. Some defenses to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who says you're my favorite? I might be after this drink. Fair enough. You're climbing up there. I'm very happy to hear that. I've got a question for you. You think you can handle that? I'll try my very best, Mrs. Frostgrip. Miss. My bad, Miss Frostgrip. I just thought since you're such a catch, keep it to yourself. Alright. This guy out here, I was looking for him around town, but not a single lad or lassie's seen him. He might have gotten crushed by a falling star. Worried? No. I see. I think he should be waking up right about now. There he is. Oh, I missed you terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. Though, thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. I'm fine. Are you sure? Can you see her too, Innkeep? Yes, I can. Very much so. By the dragons! So she's not a dream or a figment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea. Thanks. Would you like to see the gift I bought you? Gift? When I was at the market all by myself, missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. I'll help you put them on. Wait. Are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. What do you think? I like them. They match my other jewelry, and the craftsmanship is decent. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure. At some point, or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed on the Gaia like a rain of fire. Beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? It was washed away by the falling stars, the rain of falling stars. Oh. So the empty night wasn't a dream? No. Guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore or something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange drinks you can keep. Does that mean I can drink another one without the vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. Then I would like to try, preferably something that will make me strong enough to lit the star. Just in case I would like to. I'll see what I can do. He just wants the red drink. How does a woman have a beard? She's a dwarf. In dwarven society, their ladies have beards. Here's my best attempt at supporting your star-lifting career. Oh! Do you think a molten star would taste like this? No. Perhaps. So, what do you two think about the star rain? It was very bothersome. I had to look for shelter on my way back from the Rockwell cliffs. Better hurry and clean it all up. You've got somewhere to be. So I'll take to the vampire in Boruvia before I can get me hands on that gold. Oh? Yee. Oh, splendid. I haven't been in Boruvia for quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. Until then, I can search for the other materials. Better ones, even. That isn't going to happen by sitting around and... Are you collecting your loot for your dragon horde? I think my friend could be considered a dwarf. He's quite short and a little fat, so he looks like a dwarf. Generally, in my experience, people don't like the first thing that comes to mind. You might not be the only one that's referred to him as a dwarf, so... He might not like that, but... It's hard to say. Dwarfism is actually an official medical condition, and there are stipulations and rules for what that is. I forget how small you have to be. I think you can classify for dwarfism for like being under 5 feet tall. But actual dwarfism is usually perceived as something else. But maybe your friend could be. I don't know. Depends on how tall they are. What? No. What in the world? In what world do they look like a dragon to ye? They are masters of disguise. What about you, Innkeep? He doesn't have dwarfism, or I think he doesn't. Fair enough. Am I a dragon? You are? No, I'm afraid not. But you smell so primordial. Thank you. If you're not a dragon, Rhea, what do you need materials for? Decorations? Ingredients? Don't you worry, I'm not trying to steal business away from ye. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? No, for weapons. You're going to war? But I just got your back! He's 150 centimeters tall. You gotta go? Bye? Well, thank you for stopping by, Raccoon. See you again later. I'm not going to war. Won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. Are you a blacksmith, then? I am. Looking for the right material to smash the next ore heart competition. And to travel all the way to the caves of ore for that one. Not so far. Can I come with you? That sounds very exciting. I hope you'll bring back something to show. I hope you'll come back to show off your creation once you've won. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. You think so? Yes. Now that I know it's not a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday, when I was looking out at the night, I could see nothing but darkness. But then, as I stared out into the sedated nightness, I could see the astral hairfish popping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a glimmering of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding a place to rest for the impending sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I would have never been able to see such a spectacle. And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. I'd love to know what they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying their atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take that letter of yours, innkeeper? I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting. You know, this world never ceases to amaze me with its natural wonders. Quest taken. Alethea. This was by no means a natural wonder. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you? The Wonder Police? I'm Alethea Anwar, High Cleric of the Aperture and the Chosen of Our Lady, the Endless Light. And I've returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the Starfall. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I'm happy to see that you were able to collect more information from my research. I'm grateful for your help in these trying times. At your service, miss. What are these times trying? Me and the wonderful people of Asteria. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. That must be taken care of swiftly. I guess it's every time of the day now, actually. How does that not worry anyone? We have other things to worry about. If these sorts of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. That is somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? What else would you be? I am indeed. That is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Morrow Castle? What is a castle? Why are you asking? When I was seeking shelter from the calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. Or rather, I came across his hands in my pocket, attempting to steal my most precious spell components. Lucky for him, I'm not a vengeful person and believed in the redemptive powers of second chances. In an effort, he did make an effort not to steal from me again. Very wise. Did he travel with you? No, we went our separate ways. I believe he wanted to be alone after narrowly escaping from a horrid vampire. Or the vampire must have been very hungry. As they tend to be. Only if they're not eating responsibly. What did you say you encountered again, Miss Alethea? A roguish wind echo. Ah, yes. A windy aftertaste is hard to resist, and primordial blood is a delicious luxury. Speaking of which, innkeep. No. Damn it, not again. Are you from the Primordial Sea? Not in the slightest, but my blood would taste delicious, if I was willing to share it. I see. How about your blood, Miss Alethea? Are you out of your mind, propositioning a holy woman for her blood? You got a lot of it. Fair question. And I need all of it to keep up my strength against the looming evils of the world. Without me, he wouldn't even care enough to investigate this whole mess. After all, none of you seem to care. Besides, even a taste of my blood would probably reduce you to ashes. I like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. So what are your next steps for saving us citizens? Well, your rumors are all over the place, which is good. That means there's a lot to look into. Still, I would appreciate a bit more organization. My bad. I'll start my investigation in Zenith and Themis. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examine the rubble more closely. Perhaps it harbors some hidden clues. Once I find out what's going on, I will put a stop to it. The stars have already fallen, lassie. Not a lot you can do for them. And then I will make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It's imperative for the order of this world that she herself does not fall. Couldn't agree more. I know you've got this under control, Miss Anwar, but how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you. If you're offering, thank you kindly. What can I get you? Depends on the approach I decide to take with this. I can focus on the investigation part, really dig my heels into connecting the threads. Analyze the situation, find clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I would have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, this plan would fail. And I would perhaps even need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? If I focus too much on the theory, I might not be the right condition to fight whomever I encounter. But you will be able to talk to them. That's always much more entertaining. Not everybody can be reasoned with. In case I should be able to properly defend myself. Especially if something similar should threaten us once again. I'll be prepared for the worst case scenario. I could offer some phoenix chilies. Who knows what you'll encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance. Sounds reasonable. So it's either the right balance between intellect and inspiration, or the ultimate fireproof self-defense. I'm not yet certain of which path I should follow. We should trust the innkeeper with it. He always has the most wonderful solutions. Just this once I shall. I'll make sure not to disappoint. So that's the new drink. Interesting. I'm going to do a little stretchy stretch here. So it's one of these. And then Frosted Lagoon. Or the other option was Fist. Oh, we can pet the little guy. Use undo for the first time. Alright. So if I did the sparkling nebula... Some fusions will reduce one and raise two others. And she did want a smart drink, right? Yeah? No infusion. So sparkly, right, Andu? What is that achievement? Doesn't even say what you need to do to acquire it, just that it's there. We'll try this one. The drink is missing a fitting infusion effect. Oh, that's the infusion effect. It lowers defense. There we go. I think perhaps the strategic way is the best approach. After all, you wish to help people, not fight them. That is very true. This is an excellent drink. I'm already coming up with a 38-step plan. Perhaps you should start at the nearby Gaia Temple. I heard it was unfortunately an impact site. The local acolytes should be sure to offer assistance. And that sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you for your effort in helping this world, Innkeeper. Always happy to be of service. Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed into the ground, so no, they're not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would you say that falling stars make for an interesting type of material? For what? Yes! They would certainly be rare. Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could give you insights on some of those impact conditions. I can't say I'm an expert of geology. But I feel like I can make an educated guess, nevertheless. Sure. I would very much appreciate your insistence. Great. Then I'm in. Me too. Do you know about geology as well, or astronomy perhaps? I know about astrology. All this sounds very exciting. I've been so terribly bored waiting for Rhea to come back. This will greatly aid me in the mission of curing my boredom. Well, then, I do like to help. And that's very kind of you. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? And did you stay close by so I can catch it? I don't think you could. Stars already fell, Kyle. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if they floods us all with myriad stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going to be on this adventure with you, Miss Alethea. Great. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let's not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid, Innkeep. I will return with conclusions and perhaps even Mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds. How exciting! Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you find a suitable material. Me too. Oh, a little cat. Hello. I think I'm going to trigger the break a little bit early now. Splash some water on my face. This is happening again. This happened last time with this game. It's too cozy. It's much, much too cozy. And then I've been sitting for a while and my brain's like, it's time to sleep, you bitch. But anyway, let me mute us and switch us over to break and I'll trigger another ad break. Because it's going to happen in like 5 minutes anyways. Okay, I'm back. Now I got this delightful little cat person here. Hello? Hello! I would like your finest drink, please. A drink, you say? What did you have in mind, Miss? Melina. But Melly's fine. It's short for Melina. I see. Well then, Melly, what kind of drink would you like? Something tasty. Something will give me fun new ideas. Oh, and some Thunder Sage. I don't have any money, but I've got something to barter for drinks. You don't need to pay. But I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise. Alright, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh. No, thank you very much. Now I can accept that drink. It's an infusion. Very well. Let me see what I can do. And they just want a brain potion. Let's make this one pretty. A sparkling nebula. Ding ding. Some new fun and sweet ideas coming right up. This is perfect. I'm already feeling the energy for new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is a really nice tavern. I think I'm going to hang out here for a bit. I need a break from my investigations. Can I pet your familiar? No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd worry for your hands. Okay. Achievement Shadow. What is that for? It does not say. Oh, Zephyr. Almost didn't see you there. I suppose I'm as stealthy as the night? No, as the night. I meant to say the night. Sounds like you need a drink. Desperately. One that will help me remember words. I've been quiet for so many hours, I think I've forgotten how to speak. And I guess that explains why we're communicating telepathically right now. We are? No. Who the are you? Was I too stealthy for you? No. Let's get you a drink so you can stop cursing at the child. Detective, stop cursing at the detective. Yes, of course. Though my drinks don't come cheap. How much? I'll trade you for one trinket. Ah, one of those. One of those. What if I didn't find one? Are you trying to tell me you made it all the way through a castle without stealing a single thing? Here. Thought the place might like it. Oh, it's a little monster clock. Oh, it's a bat clock. Yeah, it's bat wings. Oh. Well, my tavern tells me it thinks it's beautiful. But it is wondering what it might be. Thought it was smarter than that. Does the tavern want to take a guess what it is? Well, come on, it's a clock. It's very obviously a clock. Is it a frying pan? You're not even remotely close. But he is right. That part looks like a handle. That's the pendulum. You think if you fried eggs in this pan, it would take a bat-like shape? I really doubt it. It's a wall clock adorned with hungry bats. One creature of the night telling time to another. A very inaccurate clock, it seems. It's nowhere near midnight. Its hands seem to have gotten stuck just before midnight for an eternity. Or at least since I found it. Will this do, or do I have to pull another heist? This will do just fine. Good. And because I'm someone that always keeps him promises, I shall now prepare a drink for you. Yeah, they misspelled something there. One moment, let's see if I have something that will make you more polite towards local detectives. Charisma drink. Bards and Rangers, or I could do the Spoken Heart. Let's do the Spoken Heart. Tap, tap. Politely, a drink. Did I accentuate the red notes? Sure did. You should consider becoming a musician. I'm happy where I'm at now, thank you. Now, will you be polite and tell me what happened? No. Why not? I don't even know who you are. I'm Melina, but you can call me Melly. No thanks. So, what else did you steal? Castles have many things, I heard. Nothing. Shouldn't you be at school? I don't go to school. I'm already smart enough. Do your parents agree with that? My parents are dead. And they didn't come back as ghosts to tell me to go to school. So it can't be that important. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. It's already been this many years since they died. Just kidding, I can count. It's been 7. So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay. Did you avenge them? No, they got eaten by zombies. The zombies got eaten by a T-Rex. Not a lot left to avenge. That makes sense. It does. A classic adventurer's tale. Right? I basically speed ran my origin story. Oh my god, Melly. I got dead parents as my motivation and a detective career to make sure I help other people. Because people didn't help you. Exactly, but it's okay. It made me into the adventurer who I am today, and I like who I am. Doesn't it make you sad? No. What's your origin story? Yes, Zephyr, what is your origin story? It's far too dark for a young mind to handle. Best you don't know. Okay, what's your name? Blaze. But he just called you Zephyr. That's my middle name. Okay, I'll respect your fake name, but only if you tell me what castle you stole the innkeeper's clock from. Fine, it was Marrow Castle. I was on a dangerous quest to steal a precious cape from a murderous vampire. Did she kill you? Obviously not. Not so murderous, then. She would have if she had caught me. So she didn't? No, I managed to complete the mission undetected. Thanks to the invisibility that took hold of my body, I was able to avoid the cohort of monsters she had put on my path. Only the dragons know what would have happened had they spotted me, weak and not prepared to fight. But they didn't. Even the living gargoyles with their lithic claws at her doors did not sense my presence. I waited until they were mid-argument to speak through the nearby window that had been left open to grant spiders easy access to the castle. I heard Marrow Castle's very scary. Was it very scary? Yes. On a scale from 1 to parents being eaten by a T-Rex, how scary was it? In the middle, I suppose? Interesting. Did you run into any traps? and was able to spot and avoid them all, thanks to my remarkable perceptive skills. And your help. Anyway, I found the cape in her closet, hung between ball grounds covered in rubies and diamonds. Did you take any? Maybe. So you're a thief? Obviously. Can you teach me how to be a better thief? I want to expand my portfolio. Why would I do that? Because I asked nicely? Forget it. I took the cape, along with whatever gemstones I could find, and when I heard her approaching her chambers, quickly I hid among the dressing gowns, holding my breath to avoid making any sound. I thought I had made it through when suddenly she opened the closet doors. I was pressed so close to the wall I thought the wood would start vibrating in rhythm to my heartbeat. But she reached right past me, picked out a hat, returned to her dastardly vampiric activities. What are vampiric activities? I don't know. Sucking blood, turning into bats, scheming about blood? Lots of blood stuff, it sounds like. Indeed. Did you make it out of there Did you make it out of there easily, Blaze? I found a secret passage that led to the pond, through the earth, and to the summit of Witch's Peak. Almost scared this strange cleric to death when I regained my visibility. She was ready to ignite me with her golden flames. That seems a little harsh for just a jump scare. Are you sure your fingers stayed in your pockets? Who can say? Speaking of sleight of hand, where did you find that clock? Oh, it was sitting in a display case in the middle of a hallway that stretched on forever. Then how did you know it was in the middle? I could feel it. The case was locked, but with my expertise, I was able to crack it open in no time. The antique clock stood right in between a ritualistic dagger and a vial of blood. I thought it was strange that it was the only item without a tag, so I took it. A tag? She's very organized, labels everything. Why would you display a vial of blood? Shouldn't that be in her pantry? The label is described as it is blood from the very first vampire, Mike. Mike? Mike. Judging by its position next to such a priceless item, the clock must be worth a fortune. In that case, thank you again. It'll look great in my tavern. Indeed. Sounds like you've been in a lot of trouble if you got caught. But I wasn't. Thanks to the innkeeper's drink, I not only survived, but avoided the horror's wrath entirely. Sounds like a tasty drink. I would hope so. It seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job. I'm lucky I survived once more. It's a miracle that I made it past so many monstrous creatures without being harmed. Did you think you might die when you took the quest, I mean? It's always a possibility. Then why would you go? Death's inevitable. Such is life. At least you have your cape now. It's not mine. It belongs to another vampire. Another vampire? Yes. It was stolen from him in a lover's quarrel. The clutches of love always end in cruel tragedy. But the comedy it takes to get there is worth the ride. Only for those willing to suffer. Aren't we all? Speaking of suffering, I'm sure Kyle, that's the long-suffering, very comedic vampire Melly, would love his cape back. Could I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had? You've been gone. You've done enough hiding for one day, don't you think? Professional hiding. Fine, I'll do direct delivery just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric with her investigations. I'm sure you'll recognize her. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain. Try and look around Zenith. They can't have gotten that far. What are they investigating? The Star Reign, as far as I know. That's what I was investigating. We should talk to them. We can exchange notes. Oh, I like her little smirk smile there. She's adorable. I already drew a map of all the impact sites in Zenith. Maybe they can extend it further, or even find the culprit of this curious incident. Come on, Blaze. We have to go find them. For your cape and for my notes. I'm going alone. You do whatever. With you alone, I could never stay undetected. Wait for me! See you soon, innkeeper. See you soon, Millie. So no new rumors, but I did get Melly. She's young, but she's an aspiring detective, probably smarter than quite a few of my customers. She's sweet, curious. Her parents being an early tragic end. It's exceptionally hard not to like her. Seems like even edgy rogues can't. Not even edgy rogues can resist her charms. She's 10, but she's also a Volcakin, like Karis. So Volcakin are just generally like beast people. Okay. Did they update? They updated Blaze. Oh, that's the end of the day. Act 2, Starlight Sonata, Part 7, Crossroads of 3. Crossroads of 3. Interesting. I think I might call it for there today, because this is a good place to stop. I don't know how long this next day will go. So, let's see who's around to do a raid. Darn it, Labrys logged off. Somebody's doing Chrono Cross. Somebody's playing the Elden Ring DLC. Somebody's doing art. Let's raid Mori. But thank you all for joining me on this. It is a very cozy game, perhaps a bit too cozy. If such a thing can exist. But, yeah. Our next stream will be tomorrow. We're going to be playing more Wargroove. So, looking forward to that. Alright, I'm going to get the raid started. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever it is in your part of the world. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you later. Right, the raid's not doing a thing. Why is the raid not raiding? Cancel button. Why is the raid not raiding? That's interesting. That gave me an error. That's curious. Let me try to raid this person and see if it works. That's working. I don't know. Something silly going on. Anyway, everybody, I'm sending off to somebody different here. Somebody looking like they're doing a birthday Ocarina of Time jamboree. So take care, everybody. I will see you later. Bye-bye.